Dan, thank you so much, and I want to do a quick audio check myself. Could everyone just give me a chat back? Just give if everybody can hear me okay. TJ, Chom, good, Dave. Well, Dan, thanks for running another great program, another great event. And yes, I'm happy to be back. And everyone, hopefully everybody's not getting too overwhelmed with what's happening in the market and so on. Listen, this is why we're here. That's why we're traders. We're traders to make money. Fortunately, we make money on catastrophes. Okay, this is our job, and this is why you're here. And Win Invest. I'm just excited that they're hosting this event, and you have a bunch of great speakers, and they're going to have a bunch of great products they're going to tell you about, and learn from every single one of us. So, guys, just to let you know, the only thing that's free is the cheese in a mousetrap. I tell that all the time because the thing is this. You can't learn to be a successful trader for free. And I know there's a lot of, there's a lot of YouTube videos and everything out there, but we do these events specifically and host events like this because we feel that we want you guys to learn exactly what needs to be done. But this is just more of an introduction of what we do, how we do it, and then you have to make the choice. If that's the style of trading you like, you have to take it because and try it and do it the right way. Because let me tell you, what you're about to learn, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you the art of trading. Now I got about an hour and 15 minutes, which is a pretty long time. So I'm going to try to ask as many good questions. I would like great questions from you guys, so I'm going to answer as many as I can as we go along. Just try to, please give me ask you questions on the topics that we're on, okay? So will this work for futures? Okay, well, let me tell you the difference. And that's a great question, Andrea. Trading, every market, futures, options, swing trading, day trading, it's all about 70% the same. 30% is just a different market. But we all come from the same school. A lot of it is about discipline. A lot of it has to do about following volatility. A lot of it is just learning how to play the game. Psychology is the same, but you have to make the decision what type of market you kind of like. And the thing is this: if you're a futures trader, doesn't mean you can't learn how to stock trade. If you're an options trader, doesn't mean you can learn that you should not learn about Forex. Every single one of you needs to understand how all the markets work. Doesn't mean you don't trade all of them, but you should know how it works, and then that will make you a decision like, oh, now I didn't know that the market trades this way. So does it trade the same? Very similar? Not fully. Okay. Now, with that, I have a question to ask everybody here. Can everyone just give me a chat back and let me know what kind of trader are you? Are you a futures trader? Are you a stock trader? Are you a swing trader? Are you an options trader? Are you an all of the above trader? What kind of trader are you? Rwanda's a day trader, Peter. Brian is futures, Karen swing, and the day options. Okay, Jim does swing, day trading and options. Futures day trader, Andrea. Wow, okay, we got a lot of futures and stock traders so far. That's good. Got a Forex trader, okay. Stock options, futures, and options. Betty, anyone else? Okay, is that it? Don't be shy. No one's going to make fun of you. If you don't ask, you're never going to learn. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about myself. All right, so let me just change the slide here. We have, how many slides did they make? I have 45 slides. Okay, so things we're going to learn. I'm going to teach you basically how to find the best stocks to trade in the market, how to execute high probability entries and exits. I'm going to talk about level 3, total view, following the smart money, improving risk management, stocks that we've traded this week, and much, much more. So we have a lot to cover within this hour. And for everybody, I know the next question is, and I know they're going to probably ask, I'm going to ask the staff from Win Invest, but yes, this is being recorded. Okay? All right. Mary says options, stocks, occasional futures, all losing, Mary. Okay, well, you know what, Mary? Let me give you some hope. Okay? I've been trading for about 20 years, and I love teaching. And the reason why I love teaching and teaching people like you to trade is because I was a losing trader too. All right, and when I started, I was 22 years old. I'm 44 right now, and the thing is this: I was such a ignorant punk kid that thought that nobody could teach me anything. Now we all know, being a typical 22-year-old, kid, you're going to think we know how young kids are. We're a lot more wiser. A lot of you are a lot older. Some of you are retired, and you don't want to give your money to mutual funds anymore. I mean, realistically, you don't need them anymore. You can do it yourself. You're wasting your money and time doing that. But the thing is this: I figured that out over 20 years ago, because before I was a trader, I was a stockbroker, and the thing was this: I hated being a broker. Okay, I found out all I was a glorified salesman. That's realistically what they are. Okay, they probably don't like that, but they are. But I learned something very valuable. I've learned the best job in the finance industry is being a trader. That's the best job in the world. They make the most amount of money. They have the best. They have the best schedule. They don't work all day. They only work an hour a day. How nice is that, guys? You work an hour a day. That's all they do. You don't believe me? When you watch CNBC and you see the floor of the market, see how many floor traders are down there. It's not a full-time job. So anyway, to make a long story short, I don't want to bore you about myself, but I want you to kind of feel a little bit about that I was you, okay? And what happened to me was I went out there, I quit my job, and I started trading my own money, okay? For any money that I made working, I went out there and I started trading it. And all the money that I made, I lost it all, every penny of it. And actually, I lost more. And by the way, for some people here, I just want you to be aware of it. Whatever money you invest in the market without education, just add about another 20-30% on top of that. Because what happens, people try to get even, they start borrowing money. Listen, I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm from New York. We just tell you how it is, okay? I don't want anybody to go through that pain and suffering. But anyway, I borrowed money from my parents, and my dad told me the greatest thing, and I just didn't get it to me. I mean, I know you guys will get it, but when I was 22 years old, I didn't get it. He said, son, why don't you go out there and go get a job, work for some of the best people in the industry, okay? Learn from their mistakes. Learn why they are the best, okay? And then you'll learn how to trade. And I'm like, I know, Dad, but you know what? I don't want to go, go back and forth to the city of Manhattan. I don't want to, like, well, what could they possibly teach me that you can't watch on CNBC or read out of a book, right? Isn't that what most people do? I mean, think about it. How many of you guys actually got a job as a trader? How many of you actually could say that I have a mentor that was a floor trader who taught me and took me under their wing? Not that many of you, probably maybe 5-10% of you. Listen, I know. I've been doing this for 20 years. You don't have to lie to me, okay? You don't have to. There's no denial. I've been there. I've done it. I have trained hundreds of thousands of people in my lifetime, okay? Now, the reason why I'm boring you with this story is because I want you to realize that I don't want you to throw away one of the greatest opportunities out there in trading. And let me tell you what ended up happening. Are you guys ready for the big finale? Okay. What I've learned on the first day on the job as a trader, eventually I brought the white flag. What I learned on the first day on the job, I should have never ever made my first trade. I deserved every single thing to me. And you know what I'm going to tell you? What I'm going to teach you in the next few minutes? What I've learned on the first day on the job is that I was trading against everybody else. See, my mentor has always taught me, he says, Fausto, why are you trying to analyze the market? Who are you? Why don't you just follow what the big boys are doing? See, I mean, what do you think? Your 100,000 shares is going to do anything? There's guys trading millions of shares. Just follow the big boys. And you know what I said to him? I'm like, wow, you could actually do that? They're like, of course you could. Of course you could. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, okay? And then hopefully that will be a wake-up call to make you realize that you've been trading blind, and then it's time to now realize that if you love this job and you don't want to go back to working and dealing with a boss or getting to a business and getting employees and worrying about taxes and this is the best job in the world. I swear by it. You are your own boss. You could do it anywhere in the world. You only work about an hour a day, okay, and that's it. So over the years, ladies and gentlemen, I was also a little bit of history about myself. I'm a professional day trader, okay, and I'm proud to say it. A lot of people are scared to say, "Ooh, you're a day trader. You must lose money." Now, listen, I'm a professional day trader. When I started, there was 1,000 of us. Now there's over 10 million traders around the world. So look at me as being your great-grandfather. Okay, I helped pioneer the day trading industry. I was actually one of the beta testers and developers of ECNs. A lot of the execution systems that use today, I helped develop them. Okay, believe me, market makers we're like their worst enemy. We're the last thing that they want. And what happened to me at the age of 22, by the age of 24, I was already retired. Now, people always ask me, Fausto, you're such a great trader. Why do you teach? Okay. Well, first of all, I was retired at the age of 24 and I had nothing else to do, so I started a business. I says, people ask me, what do you do for a living? And I says, you know what? I trade. And they're like, and they couldn't believe it. They saw me driving a brand new Porsche 911. I had a great apartment. I was at the golf course. People like, well, whose membership are you on? They're like, this is my membership, So, and you know what I'm talking about, guys, I had my own boat. I lived a very nice life, but it wasn't healthy. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to help people also. So that's how I got into the education business. So, because trading was a part-time job for me, I had nothing else to do all day. So I just love talking to people like you and educating you, because I don't want to see any of you guys walk around and lose all your money. Now, over the years, became a 12-time world champion. I'm actually leaving for Vegas next week. I'll be at the SALT convention. I'll be at the MoneyShow convention, all in Las Vegas next week. So if anyone's going to be there, I will be there. Look forward to hopefully see some of you guys there. Now, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, is it too far from Oceanside, California, New York City? Well, Oceanside, by the way, Mary, is not too far from us. We're on Long Island. And Oceanside, actually not too far from where I used to live, down on the South Shore. But that's about like 30 minutes, I would say, outside the city, maybe 40 tops. All right, so now let's get into the education part, okay? Now that you know a little bit about myself, now let me tell you a little bit about what you need to do, okay? First of all, trading the stock market is the easiest market to trade. It's not that hard to do when you trade the stock market. It's a simple buy, a simple sell, and everybody knows that. But nobody wants to know how to play the game. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain something to you about playing the game. All right? Does anybody here know what high-frequency trades are? Anybody know what HFTs are? High-frequency trades. Kinda. Okay, I'll take that as a no. One person. Come on, there's over 300 people in here, up to 400. That's it? Only one person? That's it? All right, we got 3 people. Algo trading, computer algos, Andre? Okay. All right, so now this is my next question, and I'm going to teach you what they are. And by the way, you can follow those algos. All right? Probably falling off your chair, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be really interesting. Yeah, watch, you're going to see. Now, this is my next question. If you cannot answer this question that I'm about to ask you, okay, I just recommend you do one thing. Log out of this room and go back to your day job, all right? So here's the question. How do stocks go up and down in the market? Everybody should be able to answer that question. How do stocks go up or down in the market? Okay. You know what? You could just write S&D. I know we got some fast typers in there. Supply and demand. Okay. Does anyone disagree? Supply and demand. Right? Okay. Now, what is it worth to you if I was to tell you that I could teach you right now that I'm going to show you that we could see 70% of all the supply and demand out there in the stock market? What is that worth to you? If you were able to see 70% of all the supply and demand, what is that worth? It will be huge, right? Rick says it's worth a lot of money. Well, you got to remember, to make money, you have to spend money, right? But this is not going to cost you anything other than it's going to, what I'm about to do is educate you that if you love this business, you have basically been trading blind your whole time. All right, so that's what you have to look at it. So I'm about to tell you right now, I'm not going to charge you for it. I'm just going to make you to make a decision that if you want to trade, if you don't know how to do this, you better just quit trading right now. And that's what my mentors taught me. And you know what? I know exactly what they were talking about after I blew up a few $100,000 of my own money in the market, okay? And basically what it is called high-frequency trading. So what we're going to look at, with the high-frequency trades, you have to learn how to play the game of trading. Now, the biggest mistake, 50% of the traders, which I'm basically telling you, half of you are going to lose in trading right now by opening up a brokerage account. Now, you're probably falling off your chair right now and thinking like, my God, Fausto says I'm going to lose, half of us are going to fail. Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because unless you were trained and were told by a mentor what is the right brokerage firm for you, then chances are you opened up with the wrong company, okay? Now, when it comes to trading, it's not about ticket charges, it's not about cost. It's having the right platform. Let me tell you how brokerage firms make money off you. Have any of you guys ever heard of the phrase payment for order flow? Anybody heard payment for order flow? A couple of you said yes. Okay. Now, for some of you who don't know what it is, payment for order flow, okay, it's written in the back of your account statements. I would probably say it's somewhere about 80% of the profit the way brokerage firms make money. But what they do is they're taking your order, they're selling it to another brokerage firm, and that brokerage firm is paying them for your order. You see, like companies like Fidelity or Scottrade, they're not even buying the stock for you. They're making money off dark pools and payment for order flow. I mean, let's just follow the chart that we have here. Everybody seen this chart? Okay, let me show you how they make money. Okay, so basically they take your order, you send them an email. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to see if they could sell it to another brokerage firm and make a few $100 on that trade. If they can't, then it goes to their market maker friends, the trading department. From that order routing system, they're going to check and see if they have stock in inventory. This is basically the dark pools. They're not even going to go out in the market and buy it. They're going to flip it with somebody else in their own brokerage account. If they don't have it in inventory, it goes to the trading desk. They have a direct access system. They're going to try to buy it on the bid. They're going to sell it to you on the offer, and they're going to charge you a commission. Now, when you look at that, you're probably saying like, wow, that's a lot of moving parts. Well, do you really think Scottrade makes $7 a ticket, you know, and owns 3,000 offices, and is a billion-dollar company making $7 a ticket? Are we in denial, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, there's no entitlements in the finance industry. You know, I talk about this all the time. I'm going to bring a little politics into this. Do you think Bernie Sanders is attacking Hillary Clinton because she hates him, other than says, why did Goldman Sachs pay you $250,000 to do a speaking? You don't think that what happened in the finance industry, what happened in 2008 when the banks got bailed out, it was by luck? Okay. Now the thing is this: regardless if you're a Republican or Democrat, it's irrelevant. We are traders. Okay. And unfortunately, back in 2008 was a huge catastrophe, and I know a lot of people lost a lot of money. I know a lot of you guys lost a lot of money, and I know a lot of you people didn't really think what happened was not fair. Okay, but at the end of the day, what controls this world? The finance market. And guess what? That's why we're in this business. We know there's a lot of money in it. That's why you're here. Okay, you just don't want to be caught holding the bag. You don't want to be the one that is the ignorant person that doesn't want to get that. You want to trade against the uneducated. You don't want to trade against the educated. There are 10 million people in this world. Trust me. 99% of them are trading backwards. Because the first thing they look at is, oh, look at that great baby commercial with the brokerage firm. Oh, look at this. They got an office right next door to my house. You don't want to have an office there because they're making money doing this. So anyway, the first most important thing I want you guys to understand, why 50% of you traders lose money is they open up with the wrong brokerage account. Now, regardless, now I know there's a bunch of you ask me questions. What about this company? What about that company? What about, listen, first of all, if I was to tell you right now the best brokerage firms out there, I am doing you a disjustice. Every one of you have different trade different markets, futures, forex, and options. There are different brokerage firms better than others, and there's several of them that are very good. Remember, there's hundreds of brokerage firms out there. Some of them that you might have, you just have the wrong trading account with them. Remember, they don't tell you what I'm about to tell you right now. Okay, and this is what this is the advice I want to give you. Okay, the advice I want to give you is what you need to ask your brokerage firm is ask them, are my trades being executed with direct access? Okay? Does everybody know what direct access is? Does everybody know what direct access? Hold on one second. I just want to share something with you. Give me a second here. No, I'm not. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to bring up a trading system. Very, very, very simple. Okay. Does everybody see this? Everybody see this execution system? Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just see if I can fix this really quick. Okay, there we go. Okay, so does everybody see this? I'm going to highlight this market maker, NASDAQ. Okay, what you right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the stock symbol live. You know, it doesn't matter what stock it is. Okay, I could do it on Apple. I could do it on any stock. And what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to be a market maker. Okay, I'm going to go out there and post a live order. Now you see it says NASDAQ $1.60. Says 200 shares. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a limit order, and I'm going to post a bid at $1.61. So I'm going to go out there and go in the market and post a buy. Watch what happens. You see that number just changed to 61? Guess what? That's Fausto Pugliese. Watch how fast I can't, and look up here on top. This is my order. It says I got a live order out there. Watch how fast it gets canceled. Boom. See how fast it is? Buy, cancel. Buy, cancel. Buy, cancel. You know what? Maybe I want to pay 92 cents. Buy, oh look, 92. Cancel. You see, maybe I want to join 59, you know? So you see, ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing is the power of direct access. Now let me ask you guys a question. Do you see your orders out there when you place a bid? Do you see yourself compete against Goldman Sachs, Merrill Lynch, Shearson Lehman, you know, EDGX, all of them? Do you guys see your orders out there? Do you see if you got executed? Do you see who you bought it from? Do you see the time and sales, the trade out there? Do you guys see all that stuff? 2 people, that's it. 2 people just said yes. Think about it. How much money you would have saved over the years if you knew exactly where you were getting executed and if you were getting executed, and for crying out loud, if you already even went out there, right? Don't you feel sometimes you're trading blind, and you're like, you don't even know, like, is my order even going out there? Like, who am I executing? Who's out there? You're calling up Fidelity, and you're on hold for 30 minutes. It's a disaster. So that's the way you have to look at it. Now, what did you guys learn there? Anybody learn anything interesting? What did you guys learn? What about options orders? Same thing. Same thing. That's right, Robert. You could see the supply and demand. All right, so anyway, sometimes if you want to see a change for the better, you have to take things in your own hands. And that's basically, I love that line. I need to get a new broker and learn. Well, the thing is this. WinInvest, the reason why they did this event is because we're here to educate you guys, to make you realize how blind you've been trading this whole time. You know, I'm going to be in Las Vegas. I'm going to be doing 2 speakings, one on Monday, one on Tuesday, and I'll have, I don't know, maybe 200-300 people, you know, maybe more standing there and want to learn about, you know, how to trade the market, day trading, swing trading, and you know, and I look in your guys' eyes and I just feel terrible. I'm like, I know you want to do this. You know, but you got to be patient and you got to have the right mentors, okay? And the thing is this, you know, it's not about saving money, Donna. It's about spending it right, okay? You know, you could save. We'll worry about saving money later, Donna. Let's just learn if this job for us. You know, kids go to college. This is what kills me. Anybody here go to college? Anybody here go to school? Okay. Anybody has shopped around lately and see what the hell these schools are going for? $50,000, $60,000, right? You're in debt for $200,000, $250,000 before you even got a job. And then you tell somebody to spend, you know, $20, I'm going to teach you how to trade, to buy $100,000 to a $250,000 job. And people are like, well, I don't want to spend, you know, $50. I'll learn on YouTube. You know, if it was so easy, why do we have colleges? You're not going to learn how to trade in an hour. So the thing is this, you got to learn how to play it right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So basically what you see, Rwanda's got her PhD. Okay. Well, hopefully it's working out pretty well for you. What was your major, Rwanda? Finance? I mean, I love colleges. I really think a lot of people should go out there. Biochem. You know what? I teach a lot of engineers, by the way. Okay. I always find that trading, a lot of people, some of our most active students that we've trained are seniors who don't want to trade their own money, engineers, vets, real estate brokers. Great job for all of you guys. Anyway, so let's move on and let's talk about what is level 2. Now, does anybody here know what level 2 is? Has anyone ever read or know what level 2, what it does, how it works? Somebody said, I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it. It's like a unicorn. I heard about it, but I've never seen one. Well, guess what? You're going to see one now, okay? So anyway, what is level 2? Level 2 is, you know, it was always like, oh, you got to get level 2. Ooh, we offer level 2. Well, you know what? Level 2 was good back in the 90s and early 2000s, but it's irrelevant right now. Now it's obsolete, and I'll tell you why. Level 2, what it's showing you is these are the buyers, these are the sellers. Okay, that's the bid. Those are people looking to buy it. These are the brokerage firms. First Boston, NASDAQ, EDGX, UBS Bank, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, First Boston, Candace Fitzgerald. You'll know these people on a first name basis. And whoever wants to buy the stock for the most amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to buy for less money is shown at the bottom. On the sell side, these are the sellers. Whoever wants to sell their shares for the least amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to sell for more money is down at the bottom. Okay. Now, the problem with level 2, it's not showing you all the depth. It's not showing you all the orders. You see how we're getting like 100 share orders, 600 share. You're not seeing all the orders, okay? You're only seeing, you know, their best bid and best offer, which basically doesn't really show you everything. So what we're about to see is level 3. Now, does anybody ever hear of level 3 before? Anybody know what level 3 is? Harry, we're going to get to that question. Okay, first I'm trying to educate everyone how to be a smart trader, and then we're going to learn how to be a consistent trader. You see, you can't learn to be a consistent income if you don't even know how to trade. You follow what I'm saying? Yes, it's called total view, okay? So total view is where you get to see all the high-frequency trades, okay? This is the thing that I teach most when it comes to trading in the market. Now, listen, I just want you to understand, this is not the Fausto the Bollinger Pugliese band, you know. This is how Wall Street trades, okay? So if you want to know how Wall Street trades, I'm about to teach you right now. So get your pen and paper out and start taking notes. What you're about to see is you're going to see 70% of the volume right now. And that is where you see all the high-frequency trades. So you'll make smarter trading decisions, not by having decisions by having not just the information, but the right information. You see, everyone thinks they're making decisions on an indicator, on a moving average, on whatever whatever mumbo jumbo thing they design. But what you're about to see is the real hardcore data, okay, of the orders. Now, these are all real orders, okay, because everybody out there lose money in the market because they think they can outsmart the market. Let me tell you something. My mentors taught me one thing. They says, Fausto, once you think you know something about the market, you're going to lose. Now, some of you here are probably thinking, like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Exactly what I'm saying. If you think you're smarter than Wall Street, guess what? You're going to lose all your money. You're not going to beat them. But guess what? You could join them. Wouldn't that be great to join and sit side by side with some of the people that need to buy big block orders? So let me explain to you how it works. Does everyone here know how to read a chart? Everybody here know how to read a chart? Okay, and I think that's the first thing people do. He's like, yeah, of course, Fausto. There you go. Robert says, yeah, all the time, Fausto. Okay. Well, I could tell you this, 80% of you are reading them backwards, okay? And that's what I was told, and until I learned how to trade, I figured that one out pretty quickly. All right, so, and I'll teach you why. I'll show you, okay, ready? That's a resistance. Okay, that is a support, and that is a resistance. So the stock right now is trading right here. What do you think at 297? What do you think the stock's going to do? Go up or down, ladies and gentlemen? Look at the chart. If you know how to read a chart, you should be able to answer this question. Put your answer. Give you another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So I think we have a lot of people that are kind of like on both sides. I have some people saying it's up, a lot of people saying down, some people saying it's hitting a ceiling. Okay, well, can I ask everybody an honest question? Think about this. Now, think about this question carefully. Where does a chart get its data from? How does a chart know how to go up and down? Where does a chart get its data from? Orders, okay. Price, order flow. There you go. I like that. Do you see any order flow? Do you see any trades that are getting executed on a chart? Does everybody see that? No, you don't. You see, the chart is the past. It's not indicative of the future, okay? So let's go hop over here on the level 3. These are your orders. These are the buyers. These are the sellers. You have a 75,000 share buyer versus a 2,200 share seller. What do we have more, a demand or more of a supply? Do we have more buyers or do we have more sellers? What do you think? More buyers, right? If there's, do you want to be, so what side would you want to be on, the buy side or the sell side? Whose team would you want to be on? Because you got to be on a team. You want to be on the buy side, right? I mean, it's a dumb question. I know that. But how many of you actually are watching and seeing orders that there's 75,000 share sellers? And you're right. So if you said the stock was going up, you're absolutely correct. Oh, you know what, Mohammed, you answered a great question, and I'm going to get to that question. And Mohammed's question is like, well, what happens if there's a big order cancels and, or gets filled? That is a excellent question. I get that all the time, and I'm going to answer that for you in the next couple of slides, okay? Which is right here. These are fake orders, okay? I get people ask me all the time, well, how do you know they're real? How do you know they're fake? Well, let me ask you something, Mohammed. Could you put a fake order with your brokerage firm? Are you allowed to put a fake order out there? Okay, so I guess they're real, right? I don't think any brokerage firm will let you put a fake order. If you find one, please let me know, because I would like to open an account with them, because that means I need no money, right? Was that paper trading? All right, so they're all real orders, okay? Now, if you put a real order out there, could you cancel an order? Are you allowed to cancel? Of course you could. So anyone could cancel an order, but you have to understand something. Those orders, you know, are not just one person. Right here in that middle column right here, let me get my little pointer out here. There is a 22,000 share seller out there, 250,000 shares. There are 26 people out there that have orders out there, okay? So I don't think all 26 people are in cahoots with each other, all right? So when you're looking at a stock, you're like, well, why? Look at the stock, how it goes up. Okay, it goes from 1175, it goes all the way up to close to that, you know, that 1250, right? You get those high frequency trades, 22, you know, 250,000, 100, you know, 13,000, 12,000, and look what's happened to the price of the stock. It's going down. Do you ever notice? You ever do a trade and you're like, how do these things go down? How do they know to go down? I'll tell you how they know to go down. Is seeing those orders out there. See what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? So ask yourself a question. How many of you here, when you do a trade, and here's Twitter, okay, here's another one. There's a 44,000 share seller, over 750,000 shares, made up of 34 people. One guy is looking to buy 25,000, whatever it is. And you're looking at this stock like, wow, this stock is extremely bullish. But then all of a sudden the stock is going down, and you're like, well, how did I not know that? Or maybe it's still going higher. Well, guess what? The stock ain't going higher unless this guy, two things have to happen. All 34 people cancel their order, or somebody's going to buy $750,000 worth of stock. By the way, do any of you guys buy $750,000 worth of stock? Do you guys buy 44,000 shares at a time? Anybody here do that? Anybody got like 5, 10 million in their account? Not lately. Only 100 shares. So, you know, that's my point, okay? So the thing is this. Do you think that you're smarter than the guy with the 44,000 shares out there? Do you want to compete your 100 shares against a guy that's looking to sell 44,000? You know what I'm saying? So that's what my mentors told me. So here I am just trying to explain to you guys, why are you trying to guess the market? Why don't you just follow where the orders are? By the way, does that seem hard? Does that seem difficult? Ladies and gentlemen? No. It's pretty, you know, it's not easy, Eric. It's simple. But what's not easy about trading is the discipline and the psychology part of it. Because I didn't even teach you how to find these stocks. See, right now, my goal is to kind of educate all of you that 90% of you are trading blind. And you don't have to. You see, why would you go out there and trade blind? You don't have to trade blind. Just get the damn data. That's all you need. Let me tell you something. If you can't make money with one monitor, how the hell are you going to make with two? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's incredible. Everybody wants to, like, how many monitors? Who's the best broker? How many charts do you need? What indicators use? Guys, you don't have to. You're blowing things out of proportion. No, it's not. The question is that data worth a lot of money? You know what? What's a lot of money to you? Let me ask everyone a question. What's a lot of money to you? You're going into a business right now. The way I teach my students is I'm not into the $1,000, 20%, whatever it is. Okay? So to be a day trader, most day traders average, I'm just going to tell you, being honest, about $100,000 to about $250,000 a year. Okay? That's what we usually make. That's the average what day traders make, about $100,000 to $250,000. Now, as a business decision, how much you think it is? Okay, question, $1,000 a month is a lot. Okay, well, guess what? Can you afford $15? Can you afford $37 for that to see this data? Well, get out of here. It's like I'm not getting out. That's why I'm here. Listen, I've been here for 20 years. We're the longest. Cyber Trading University, guys, is the longest educational school, running educational school, one of the longest running in the industry. Over the years, I've built a wonderful staff at Cyber Trading University. We have close to almost 20 employees that work here. All my employees are educated. They're all instructors. Okay, they love working here. We had so many more employees, but a lot of them learned so much they went on and moved and opened up their own educational schools, okay, and started their own trading groups. Why? Because once you are taught the data, you see, the way I teach you guys, you could use this. You're not going to be held hostage. You could use this anywhere. All right, so let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the next thing that you need to understand, time and sales, all right? Anybody here use time and sales? Anybody here use the time and sales window? Well, Robert, regarding about the different markets, like on futures and options. First of all, let me kind of. I'm doing a big speaking in Vegas on a Meet the Options All Stars. And anyone here trade options? Anybody here trade options? Okay. A lot of you do. Okay, good. Let me explain something to you about options. Options, when I teach people how to trade the stock market, I find that most people trade options as a poor man playing a rich man's game. Let me explain something to you. If you can't make money just trading the stock directly, you're never going to make money trading options. It is almost 5 times harder to trade the option than if you just bought the stock directly. And the only reason why people trade options is because they feel like, well, it's cheaper to trade options. Yeah, of course it's cheaper, but you got more at risk. I mean, I love options. Here at Cyber Trading University, when you meet your sweet spot and you're averaging about $250,000 a year plus, and you want to get to like the 7-figure salary, the $1 million, then that's where you learn options. Because when you want to start trading 1,000, 10,000 shares, 50,000 shares, it's not really easy to do it just trading the stock. You got to do that with options. And when you're ready to learn that, we'll teach you that. But as of right now, guys, trading the stock market is the easiest, most controllable. You're dealing with penny spreads, a penny spread. Maybe sometimes a little bit more here and there, but a penny spread. It just has to move one level. And guess what? You're already in profit. Do you know how hard it is to do that with any other industry? It's very, very difficult. So once you learn how to trade the stock market, trust me, it'll be that much easier to understand why to trade options, why to trade futures, why to trade Forex. I like them all, but, Some of them, to me, it's all about risk. You know, I don't count my chickens until they hatch. So just to make you guys realize work-life imbalance, there was an article that was written that trading the market was the top 10 jobs in the world, and they also calculate that the stock market is actually one of the best things to trade. Now, let's talk about some stocks that we traded. Okay. Now, some of you want to know, okay, how do I make money consistently? How do I know? How do you trade, Fausto? Now you taught me what I'm supposed to do. Now, how do you go out there and do it? Now, just out of curiosity, have any of you guys ever been in a professional trading room? Any of you ever been in a room with a few hundred traders, with several instructors or traders, professional traders that actually do make money consistently? Not everyone makes money, but Brian, you have, okay. Rick has. John hasn't. Donna hasn't. Nor hasn't. Nobody here has been in a trading room? Wow. Jim, you have, okay. A few of you have. Wow, a lot of you never been in a professional. Would you guys like to see what it's like to be in a professional trading room? Anybody here would like to see what it's like to be in a trading room? Okay. So this is what, at the end of the presentation, guys, I'm going to invite all of you guys to come in and join me for 3 days and to see what it's like to be in a professional trading room. Okay, does that sound fair? Because you know what? A lot of you are looking at this and like, wow, Fausto, you make it look so easy. But I got to see it in real time. Well, guess what? I can't teach you how to make money in an hour. But I could show you in 3 days and make you realize it's for you or not. So we're going to look forward to that. Now, let's talk about finding stocks to trade, okay? Did anybody see the stock SRPT trade? Did anyone see SRPT? Anybody trade the stock? SRPT. Few of you have, right? Now, this stock, I just want to show you timing during the day. Well, Scott, I don't even know what the company does. I really don't care, okay? To be honest with you, I just want to make money, okay? I trade so many stocks every day. My traders trade so many stocks. It's irrelevant. First of all, I don't even want to know what the company does. I don't want to have my personal opinion to be affected, you know, and think of and have a sore spot for a company. I'm a trader. Traders, the least you know, the better it is. Okay, let's just keep it as that. All right, and I'll tell you why. SRPT at 9:30 in the morning, which you could see right here. This stock ran from $14.60. In less than an hour, it ran to $16.40. Okay, at 10:15. This is all Eastern Standard Time. So, guys, do the math. In 30 minutes, that stock went from 1640 to 1460. So how much of a move is that right there? Does anybody have a calculator? You should have one. That's part of the rules. Scott, I didn't get there yet. How much money is that? Regardless about the FDA approval, it's irrelevant. What's irrelevant right now is that, do you know how to add? And what is 1460 minus 1640? It's a dollar. Anybody know? Come on, guys. Where's your calculator? I'm not going to give you the answer. Everybody wants to know what the company does, but nobody wants to learn how to add. We're going back to the 6th grade. It's $1.80. $1.80. Okay, $1.80. Everybody got this? You got your calculator? $1.80 times 1,000 shares equals how much? $1,800. Okay. times that by 5 days a week, times was how many days are in a year? 52 weeks a year. How much does that come out to be? 1,800 times 5 days a week times 52 weeks. That's right. It's almost $500,000. Okay? Anybody have a problem with that? And like one of you just said, yes, the stock did better than that. Okay? And we traded that stock. That stock actually, let me just bring it up here, SRPT. SRPT, if you look at this chart right here, that stock, we traded that stock, and you can look on our Twitter feed, and I think we even had some YouTube videos on it. We've been trading that stock back on, it was an $8 stock, and the stock actually ran all the way to 20. So not only was it a good day trade, but it was a good swing trade, okay? But the reason why I'm bringing up SRPT is because people are like, oh, but Fausto, what's Apple doing? Ooh, Apple, I heard it was all over the news. Oh, what's Facebook doing, at $117? Who the hell cares? First of all, why are you going to go out there and risk $117 when I can go out there and risk $8 and make 50 times more money? And please, please don't tell me, oh, but I trade the options. That is the poor man playing the rich man's game. That is why most people lose money. You see, did you guys see the stock EBO today? EBIO? How about that one? EBIO. Look at this stock. Cheap stock. Went from $1, went up to 50 cents. I don't know. Buy 1,000 shares of that stock. Not bad for a day's pay, right? 50 cents on 1,000 shares. What's wrong with that? FARO. Look at that. Big percentage gainer. Look at that. Stock went from 28 to 34. How did you know it was going to go down from 35? Well, it wasn't the resistance levels I told you. By the way, guys, what did I teach you before? What makes the resistance levels on a chart? What makes resistance levels on a chart? That's right, sellers. Supply. And how do we know where the supply is? On the high-frequency trades. You see, what we do, ladies and gentlemen, at Cyber Trading University is that we teach you how to work part-time. We teach you how to trade the first hour of the morning and the last hour of the close. The rest of the day, you're pretty much in class learning all day. Those are the most volatile times. Basically what we do is we teach you basically how to find the ones that are moving in pre-market. I don't know what time you guys start trading, but we actually start an hour before the market opens up because we see all that pre-market trading going on, and we go out there and we just trade the market. We just get in there, find the stocks that are moving, follow what the big boys are doing, the bosses. We're going to follow the bosses and just follow their lead. That's all. Barry has a good question. Fausto, how do you pick your stocks in the morning? Well, Barry, you're in luck. You could join me tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern Time, and I will show you how we pick our stocks, okay? But I could tell you this. The way we pick our stocks, we just work on the most active. That's it. But not every one of them, we trade all of them because some of them are more volatile than others, okay? We want the volatility, but we don't want the risk. Some got big spreads, stuff like that. Andre, listen, you got a whole event today of other speakers, and you got one specific speaker that's going to talk about futures. What I do is I specifically trade stocks, okay? You need to make a decision, Andre. Do you want to learn a little bit about how those markets work, and then you make a decision which market you want to trade. How many trades per day should we expect to make per day to be on the average? To be an average day trader, Albert, you should probably doing between, I used to do 100 trades a day, but I got it down to probably about 20 to 30 a day. But as a beginner, at least about 5 to 10 at the minimum. Listen, if you're not trading, you're not making money. That's basically what it is. Well, and another thing, Albert, how do you judge your losses? By the way, does anybody do any journaling? Anybody journal their trades? Like monitor their trades and back test it? And well, guess what? At Cyber Trading University, we've developed, all our students we built an online program that actually posts all your trades, and it tells you if you're ready to go to the next level. It analyzes your trades. You can go back and look what you did. It journals yourself. It's one of the great features that we offer at CyberTrade University. So you could throw out the pen and paper and go dealing back in with the in the Stone Ages with the small accounting book. Now you can go to now you can basically streamline it, and that's what we do here. How do you route your orders? Are you using ECNs? Yes, Albert, absolutely. And there's several of them what you use, and you got to check and make sure which brokerage firm, which ECNs they allow you to use, and make sure you have that book to read those ECNs. Now let's talk about some stocks that we traded at. Here's SRPT. You could see the call out says May 2nd. What's today? May 4th. So here's some of the trades that we did. Just to let you know, we call out all our trades. So I just want you guys to realize everybody talks about the winners, right? They don't talk about the losers. But I just want to talk about the winners right now because some of you are asking me, how did you know the stock was going up? Here's my afternoon picks. SRPT, X, GNW, they all did really well. These are stocks that we traded. VRX, everybody know what happened with VRX? That was a great trade. Eric Colombo called that VRX at 34, 11, 12. Look at that. He called it out right there. Look where it went. This is one of our instructors. Went all the way to 38. Anybody here traded VRX? That was a hell of a winner. What was it, $260 stock? Went all the way down to 25. I think a hedge fund went out of business. They lost $1 billion on that. Imagine being part of that mutual fund, huh? So why do 80 to 90% of traders lose? By the way, I'm almost out of time here, so let me start moving along here. I haven't been boring anybody, have I? Hope not. So why do 80 to 90% of traders fail? Well, first of all, you have to realize trading is a job. It's not investing. We don't know how to, a lot of people just don't know how to play the game of trading. And you got to understand, it's the greatest job in the world. It's so much fun. But every one of you need a mentor. You see, did anybody here, is anybody here a doctor, a lawyer, a professional in business? How about you just work somewhere? Do you think someone just hired you just because you said you think you knew what you were doing? No, we all had mentors. We were all part of a group of people that we surrounded ourselves. An airline pilot, Wayne, you know what? I've trained so many airline pilots. One of my airline pilots, Wayne, you'll see tomorrow, Dana. He works airline pilot. He just came down here for our on-site class. He just told me he maybe had one of the best days ever. He made about $50,000 on a trade, just day trading. I'm very happy for him. You'll meet these guys. I trained helicopter pilots. You guys especially, because I know you guys are really big on numbers, so this is right up your alley. Yeah, like a farmer. I mean, listen, you just don't wake up in the morning and all of a sudden you're the best farmer in the world. You surround yourself with great farmers, Eric. So I want you to understand something. Every single one of you need a mentor, and every one of you are going to need more than one mentor. Okay? Because you don't want to be the guy that's being trading blind and being the guy on the right, sitting there figuring it out and thinking like, what am I doing wrong? Listen, the cheapest trade you could make is get yourself educated. Okay? And not only that, but by being self-educated, you don't want people telling you what to buy and sell. You need to learn how to figure it out on your own. Because I'm telling you, this is the best job. You could spend more time with your family, hang out with friends, do the things you always wanted to do all the time, But you got to learn. You got to learn, guys. You really, really do. I hate seeing people lose money. It bothers me. There's no reason for it. Okay? The only reason why there is because they're not here today like you guys. Jan says, what size of account do you require to day trade? Listen, Jan, you don't need a lot of money to trade. You really don't, okay? And you know what? Everyone's a case-by-case basis. So that's a misconception. Don't listen what you heard out there. You don't really need a lot of money to trade. Well, Robert, listen, the thing is this. I'll take that as a compliment, but when you come in there's not too many people in this world that said that they have the longest running school in the industry. So when you come tomorrow, you'll see what a great trader it is. Okay, and whatever. But the thing is, Robert, I know I'm a great trader. Okay, I'm a 12-time world champion. I should have been a 25-time world champion, but half the people didn't show up. The thing is, what you have to understand, Robert, is can Fausto teach Robert to be a great trader? And you know how, Robert, you're going to figure that out? Is that when you come and log into my trading room tomorrow, and you are going to see the students that are in there, that is going to, and you see how successful they are, that is what's going to teach you. Okay? What is tape reading? How do you read the tape? Well, Albert, basically what tape reading is when you're following the orders. When you see the orders trading, you're watching time and sales, you're reading the ticker, that's tape reading. That's basically, I'm a tape reader. And that's what I kind of teach my students what to do. Now, how does one go about going at level 3? Okay, so first of all, where to go about getting it is call your brokerage firm, ask them that you took a course, you took a webinar with Cyber Trading University, and which they probably don't even know who that is, knowing them. They don't want, because they don't want to know, okay? What they want to know is what they want to make money off you. And all you have to ask them is like, where do I get level 3 data from? I want to turn on, and if they don't know what level 3 is, it's called Total View. Ask them, how do I get Total View? And tomorrow, I'll give you my email address. You're more than happy to email me and let me know. I will not tell you where to get it, other than your brokerage firm should offer it to you. Okay? By the way, here's my, if they don't have it, then email me and I'll tell you where to get it, okay? All right. So, for everybody here, by the way, we were ranked #1 school by Equities Magazine 6 years in a row for an educational school. Very proud about that. It's been great. Now, how do you start learning today? How do you start learning to make the $200 to $1,000 a day? Okay. So I want to offer you guys 2 different products. Okay. Money back guaranteed. Listen, we don't keep the lights on, but for $37, I'm looking for real traders. You'll have access to my live trading, 3 days in the trading room, 100% money back guaranteed. If you don't like it, I'll give you money back. And please, please don't dispute the charge, okay? Just call us or send me an email, I'll give you money back, all right? I don't want to deal with these dispute fees. There's nothing to dispute. If you don't think we could teach you how to make money, if you think that being in a trading room for 3 days is not working out for you, then I'll be happy to give you money back. But I'm looking for real traders, okay? People want to be in there, that want to be part of a team. I'm looking for people that are serious. Now, you can also email me at faustop@CTU Corp if you have any questions. And if you don't want to pay the $37, if you just want to come in for an hour, you know what? No problem. I'll do a live demonstration for you. We're going to be doing it on Friday. It's called Fausto Fridays, if you guys want to attend that. So that's for free for an hour. You're more than happy to join us for that, and I'll give you the link for that one. So you got 2 great packages. You can register for the Fausto Fridays, where I'll trade live with you guys for an hour. You could register there, or you could come and join us tomorrow morning live for 3 wonderful days, and money back guaranteed, and click there. Now, does anyone have any questions? Can you start your 3 days next week? Yes, Rick. That's a great question, and a lot of people do that. So, but honestly, I really don't recommend you do it on Monday, because I am going to be out for 3 days, because I will be in Las Vegas. I got speakings to do at these trade shows, and I probably wait when I get back. So you know what? You have to activate your account, so talk to an education advisor and they'll help you out with that, and you could activate whenever you want. Do you use real-time trading alerts? Of course, Robert, listen, of course we're going to use real-time. That's, there's nothing, everything is all live. Is Total View just for NASDAQ? No, it's for New York. It's for all the markets. Absolutely not. It's for everything. How much money do you need my trading account to make about $50K a year? Listen, did you see that trade I was just telling you about? The one just earlier, the EBIO. It was $1 this morning. It went to $1.60. You could have made 50 cents on that trade. You know, on 1,000 shares, you need $1,000 bucks, 50 cents. It's 130,000. You don't need a lot of money to do this, Albert. That's a misconception. People think that, and that's wrong. Well, I could tell you this. I'm not in the $1,500 business if that's all you need to make for a year, okay? And you don't want to be either. You want to learn how to make more money than that, trust me. And you will. Believe me, it's not trading is, when people ask you why you take that career, is because I didn't take that career to make $50,000. I took this career to be a 6-7 figure person, and that's why you guys are here, trust me. And you know what? I know you probably don't want to do that. You're probably like, oh, it'll be nice, but trust me, you'll see how simple it is. And the only way to do that is make a $37 contribution, you know, and make that $37 contribution and, you know, be with it, get your money back, and you'll see. Yeah, Maria, we're CTU.co, not .com. I wish I had a .com, but they wanted like $3 million for the name, so we had to deal with C2.co. You can go to Cyber Trading University too, by the way. No problem. Is Total View for S&P futures? Yes, you could see them on all the ETFs. You could see them on all of them. Sal, that's not necessarily true for everybody. And if you want to learn more about that, talk to one of the education advisors, which are also instructors, and they'll tell you, you know, about those rules, that if you are getting affected by it. Any other questions? How do you get there? Let me just bring you to the website, by the way, guys. Let me just bring that over here. Here's Cyber Trading University's website. Right on the home page, right there, Trial Cyber Group Trial Live, 100% money back guaranteed. You can click there, and just click where registered right there. Or if you just want to come to Fausto Fridays, you can click here, sign up for the second one. There's another scroll button. You click there. And there'll be a little short video you can actually watch. I'll talk about the trading. So you get to learn a little bit of that there also. All right. You really well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, you know, but once again, enjoying it is like a movie. Living it is a career. So why not do it as a business? Taxation must be really high, Donna. Donna, let me ask you something. My accountant taught me something very, very important. If you're not paying taxes, you got a major problem. That means you're not making money. Paying taxes is great, okay? As much as we don't like it, listen, that means you're making money, so be happy with it. I know a lot of people say I agree. All right? No old thing. Listen, don't, regardless of what it is, be happy. Just be happy that you have one of the greatest jobs and you can make a lot of money doing it. Do you still have a free journal feature? Yes, we do, Scott. Call the office and they'll tell you how you can access it. We do have text alerts, absolutely, and you're going to get it with the trial, absolutely. You're more than welcome, Maria. Thanks, Rick. From a tax professional himself, it looks like. Got to make money to pay it. Well, it's not. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you have the opportunity to get involved in one of the greatest jobs that are out there. You are your own boss. You can do this anywhere in the world. You know, it's convenient. You got great presenters that are coming in. They're going to tell you some great strategies. Why go out there and try to reinvent the wheel? Learn from professionals, and you're not going to just learn from me. You're going to learn from several of us. So learn from all of us, guys, and then go from there. Is there an auto charge? No, there's not. Listen, if you don't want to continue with us, listen, we don't really need your money. You know how we make money? If I could teach you how to trade, and you're in my trading room, you know how to trade, we're going to make money together. That's how we make money. If you want to move forward after 3 days, it's cheap. It's like $67. It's nothing. All right? All right, guys, so I want to give you a couple of minutes to, if you guys want to register, because I don't want you to miss out on the next presenter. That's going to be coming up in the next 5 minutes. So, so you have the links up there, and you can also call in right now if you like, 877-70-CYBER. You could register online for the free trial, or you could register for the 3-day trial. And actually, what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to throw a bonus in there. If you do call in right now, I'll throw an extra 2 days. How about that? All right. So you got 5 days. You get to see what's happened from Monday to Friday, all right? You get an extra 2 days. I'll throw an extra 2 days in there for free if you call in right now. All right, everybody, listen, thank you so much. Thanks, Win Invest. I really appreciate it. Great event today. I know you got a lot of content to cover. Dan, you run another great event. You know, listen, great traders surround themselves with great traders, and that's why we host these events and these webinars. So keep taking them, everyone. Thank you so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the presentation.